Hey guys, for today's video, I'm filming the third and final video in my mini series on all the makeup that I would declutter if I could get my money back. Today, we're gonna be talking about lip products, and I only have a few things here, which is great. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of a wrap up and show you some before and afters of my collection. So hopefully this will be a shorter video than the other two. I did do a video on face products and eye products. I will have both of those linked up in the cards. And if you are interested in any of the products that I've featured in any of these videos, please message me on Instagram at loveheatherat. My Instagram is linked in the description box and we can talk product and prices. So let's just get into these lip products. Luckily, there's not too many. I feel like, well, in general, except for recently, I hadn't been buying many lip products throughout the pandemic, and luckily for me, a lot of things I've purchased were glosses and I ended up liking them. But I'm very, very picky about lip products and the way that they feel on my lips. I'm someone that has chapstick on like all day long, so I feel like my lips are like super sensitive to textures and comfortability with products. And also lip products are something that it's easier for me to let go of than other products for some reason. And I do have friends and family who don't care about my cooties, but I won't be selling these products except for maybe bullet lipsticks because I can sanitize them. And then I have a lip liner I can sanitize. So basically I won't be selling any of my liquid lipsticks because I can't sanitize those. But if you are interested in any of these bullet lipsticks, definitely message me. Let me know, but no pressure. I know is kind of, you know, everybody has different feels about lip products that have already been worn, which I totally understand. So just message me if you're interested, but I will be swatching everything. Everything here has already been used. I actually do a very good job of using my lip products where I have other makeup categories where things sit unused for a while. Lip products, I'm really good about trying right away. So the first thing I have is a lip liner. This is the NARS Velvet Lip Liner in El Agua. I remember when Miss Lola Lynn, Shades of Cassie were really raving about this. And I found this at the Bare Minerals outlet because Bare Minerals, I guess, owns a couple other makeup brands. And NARS was there, which was really exciting. I got the Velvet Lip Glide in Bound, which I have and I really enjoy. And then this El Agua lip liner. So it is a little bit more lavendery than I was expecting. I don't know. I thought it'd be a little more mauve-y. I don't know. It just looks pretty like lavender on me. And I am used to ColourPop lip liners. They're very smooth, very creamy, which is why a lot of people don't like them because I feel like they're not holding in their lip color very well. This one is a little bit sticky, which I think is good because it is going to stay in place a bit better than a ColourPop lip liner, but I just prefer the ColourPop formula. This is a very unique shade. I just don't reach for it too often, so I do regret that. And of course, it was much more than the ColourPop one. And then I have some bullet lipsticks. I'm still on the hunt for a good bullet lipstick formula because I just don't have that many that have worked for me. So this first one is from the Bite Amuse Bouche lipstick range. This is Meringue. It's a beautiful dusty mauve pink color. And it's a very pretty cream finish. This is very comfortable on the lips. I like the shade, but I feel like I have this issue with a lot of bullet lipstick in particular where I don't have the white ring, but it's like I can see a distinct cutoff between the lipstick and the inside of my lips because maybe a form might be a little bit too creamy or too thick. I don't know. It's not uncomfortable, but I just don't always love the way it looks on me, even though like looking at the swatch, it's such a pretty shade. I don't know. It's not terrible, but I don't love the way it looks. Then I've got two MAC lipsticks. This first one, so many people loved, and that's why I got it. It is MAC Nicki's Nude, Nicki Minaj, and this is in Amplified Cream. It's a really pretty, like, dusty, neutral coral color. It's so pretty, but this is something that does not always look good on me. It definitely depends on my makeup look. I also feel like I'm noticing where the lipstick is, where the inside of my lip is, and it's just okay. I feel like it looks better on other people than it does on me. Then I have something that I was so excited to get. This is from the MAC Boom Boom Bloom collection. It is a lipstick in Wagasa Twirl. It is a matte finish and it's a really pretty pink. It seems in between pink plaid and what's the other one? I'll have to think about it, but I remember swatching this at a MAC counter and it fell right in between. I thought that was so pretty, and it is very pretty, but that's also very pink for me. I just don't tend to go that pink, so I just don't reach for it. I've only used that one a couple of times, and in general I don't love MAC lipsticks. I've tried over the years and they're just not my favorite, with the exception of a few finishes, but I do have some other ones that I got from back to MAC that I don't regret because I got them for free, and I would still pick a lipstick over the eyeshadows. Then I have the Milk Makeup Cream lipsticks, and I like these colors, but this is another thing where I notice that separation on the inside of my lip and it bothers me. I haven't really heard other people mention that about any of these lipsticks. It's just something that I'm noticing. So this first one is a shade Skills, which is a light, more peachy neutral. A really pretty like satin finish lipstick. It has less shine than the Bite or the MAC Amplified Cream. It looks just as matte as the MAC Matte Finish. And then the other color I have is more pinky. This is the shade Cream. But it also is like a neutral pinky shade, kind of like the Bite Beauty. They are pretty. I have created looks where I wore these and I like them, but I wish I had returned them when I had the chance. Next, I only have one gloss. This is a Buxom Full Lip Cream in Rose Julep, and I got this in a set with one of their lip toppers, which I did give to my friend Jean, and it was just a duo, and I don't love either of the two products. I just thought it was a good deal, and I love whenever a holiday set comes with the creams. I did purchase a holiday set that had 3 mini creams a couple years ago. Love, love, love. Such a good set. But anyway, this is Rose Julep. It's not a color that I really love. I would prefer the shade Dolly in the cream formula, because this is almost like a berry pink or a rosy pink, and I would prefer something that's a bit more mauve-y. So it's a great formula. Shade is pretty, just not a color that I reach for. And then we've got liquid lipstick. So this is something that I really wish was available in a mini. I know that they've released for the past couple years a full-size Gingerbread Girl, Gingerbread Man. What did they do last year? Did they do one? I don't know. And then they have one this year. I wish they would release a set of minis of those, because I don't need a full size of a color like this. This is not something I'm going to wear very often. And it's a pretty shade. I love how it looked on other people. Has a really nice scent to it. But, oh gosh, it's so pretty. It is so pretty. And it's actually even darker than it looks in the packaging. But I just don't wear dark colors hardly at all. The one color that I do wear is a bit more purpley. It is Sephora Blackberry Sorbet from their cream lip stains. I love that. This color is beautiful, but again, I just don't wear it very often. My lips, especially like my top lip, is very uneven, and I feel like when I'm wearing a bright or a dark lip color, it's very accentuated. Next, I have something that I was just really excited to pick up because it was on sale. This is one of the Marc Jacobs Lamarck liquid lip creams in the shade Slow Burn, which is the more warm mauve shade. And I actually got one of these from Influencer before in like the very, very, very palest nude, which was so ugly on me. So ugly. And this is a very pretty color. I like this formula. It reminds me of ColourPop Ultra Satin Lips, which aren't around anymore. Very comfortable. It is transfer resistant, not transfer proof. But I have similar shades. I just don't reach for it a ton. I like liquid lipsticks, but I prefer lip glosses overall. And then I've got 4 Kylie Velvet Lips. Again, really like the same formula as the Marc Jacobs, the same formula as the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip, which I really enjoy because it's very comfortable. But overall, I would be fine only having liquid lipsticks from Dose of Colors. They have such beautiful shades, a formula that I love. I do have some others. I've got some from Ofra, one from Sephora. Again, I really love that formula as well, but I just have the one shade. But I would be totally fine with that. So these Marc Jacobs, the Kylie, are actually very good. I like the Kylie whenever I wear them, but I'm never like, oh, I want to wear this Kylie lipstick today. I never think of them like that, but they're very pretty shades, very comfortable formula. And I am bummed that when she did her rebrand, she didn't include velvet lips, only the matte lips, which are not good. I don't recommend those. So this one is Candy K, which is a warm nude. Then we have Bear, which is also a warm nude, but it's lighter. And I know some of these I got in a set, so I have the lip liner, and I do like her lip liners. Again, they're very similar to ColourPop. I wouldn't buy them on their own. I would recommend buying a ColourPop one because it is cheaper. Then we have Charm, which is a little bit pinker, but not too pink. This is a pink that I do like to wear. So pretty. And then we have a mauve color that is a little bit more on the purpley side. And it is called Boy Bye. Very pretty. Again, a good formula, but I would be totally content having my Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks, the one from Sephora, and I do like those two Ofra liquid lipsticks. So I'm not really like mad at myself for any of these purchases necessarily. I am about the milk because I was just like right outside of the return window, which sucks. These MAC ones I do regret as well, especially this one. I should have known that I wouldn't wear it because it's so pink. I don't know. Okay, probably like these are real regrets. And then these are things that I could just do without. And this is a little bit of a regret as well. So those are all the lip products. Everything else I have, I like well enough. And there are some things that I am considering decluttering, but because I already, sorry I said that funny, because I already feel like I'm okay possibly decluttering those, I didn't want to include it in this video. So how do I feel about this little series overall? I feel like it's a little too soon to tell because I haven't gotten to that point where I've sold anything yet. Maybe after I attempt to sell stuff, I can give you guys more feedback. So I think that's what I'll do. But looking at my collection without these products in the drawers, it does make me feel happier about what I have, which is great. It's how I want to feel at the end of the day, is happy with what I have, which is still a lot, but especially like my palette drawers, I feel real good about that. So that is exciting. I'm happy with how it makes me feel, but I am looking forward to selling these makeup products. Like I said, I'm a little nervous about it just because I haven't really sold makeup much before except on Poshmark. And I feel like they take too much of your money. So I do want to just sell them on my own on Instagram, see how that goes for me. I'm going to end out this little mini series by showing you before and afters of all of my drawers with and without these products. So here is the after of my powder, bronzer, contour, and highlight drawer. I did not talk about powder. So for bronzers, I had like a bunch stacked to the back, so I've removed them there. It's still super full. Like there's a little room to spare, but not much. I definitely still have a lot of options. For highlight, I just featured one in the video, so this is actually still super full because of the Jaclyn packaging and the raised letter. I just don't quite have enough room for this last one. But I was thinking about for some of my Ofra highlights that I would put them in a magnetic palette to make more room here. So still thinking on that. And then here we have my blush and face palette drawer. So for my blushes here, I had a lot on the side. This was full and I actually had some blushes back there. I still have some blushes back here that I'm considering like chopping block blushes, and only one of those was purchased by me, so I didn't feature those, but I'm super happy looking at the blushes that I'm keeping. Becca, Persona, Buxom, Tarte, Kat Von D, M Cosmetics, a NARS, Urban Decay, The Balm, and Cover FX. Like, that just makes me so happy looking at those. Then we've got MAC, some ColourPop blushes, then some of the face palettes that I'm keeping. And then this one has Ofra highlights, and this one has some MAC blushes. Then got another highlight palette, some others here. This is a Z palette that has a Lamarck blush and then 2 ColourPop blushes. So it still looks very full, a little wiggle room here. But yeah, this makes me very happy looking at this. I feel like I can be content with these products, especially if I get my money for the ones that are no longer in this drawer. So here's the after of my single shadow and small palette drawer. I really love it. I've got some room to spare here, which is great. So got all my Tarte Chrome Paint shadow pots that I love, all my ColourPop Super Shocks. And then here is where I had my Hourglass Shadows. So after swatching it, I did decide that I do want to keep that pink shade Aura. So now I have 5 Hourglass Shadows that I want to keep, which was perfect because I have just enough space for the other eyeshadows that I have that are like a similar concept. So one from Ciate, Illamasqua, and Dose of Colors. They all just fit perfectly, which makes me so happy. Then we've got my little single shadows over here. So Urban Decay, Lancome, KVD. These are full sizes and a mini. Natasha Denona. Oh, I knocked them over. I gotta fix it. But still, I love that. My little mini nude Hudas. Then right here, I have Natasha Denona minis and then full size 5 pans. Then I've got a Zoya and Dose of Colors 6-pan palette. The Blushed Rose and Bronze Rustic from Juvia's Place, Bare Minerals, M Cosmetics, and this is a Rowan quad. So I could put one of these up here, but then it's not necessary. It's fine right there. So I actually love the way that this drawer looks. So then we've got my palette drawers, and I reorganized a little bit, but not majorly. Most of the palettes actually came out of this top drawer, which is where I have my Z palettes and then palettes that I need to use more. So I've got some large palettes back here that I would normally lay flat. So LA Girl and then the Glam Light Michaela palette. And then these are just some other palettes that I have not used yet. These two are chopping block and they were gifts to me, so that's why I didn't mention them. Although I probably could have actually mentioned this ColourPop Wine and Only palette I haven't used yet. And I think I like the swatches better than I do in person. So this is actually when I probably should have included in the video about something that I would declutter if I could get my money back. But everything else here are just things that I have not used yet or used only a handful of times. And this bottom drawer is fuller. These are palettes that I feel are tried and tested that I want to keep. I thought about possibly mentioning the Glam Light Ice Cream Dream palette because I like it, but I'm not in love with it. But I don't have these shades in my collection, so I do think I would want to hold on to that one. And I actually probably could have mentioned these two Morphe Jaclyn Hill Vault palettes. I do like them, but if I could get my money back, I probably would let go of those. So I should have mentioned those as well, but everything else here is some tried and tested. So we've got some, sorry for the shadow, got some ColourPop, Anastasia, Urban Decay, Too Faced, Huda Beauty, Alamar. So some good stuff in here. So it still looks full, but it's not stuffed. So I'm happy with it. Like overall, I wish I could organize my palette drawers a little bit differently, but this is working for now. And then we have my lip drawer, which doesn't look too different. As you guys saw in the earlier part of this video, I didn't have a ton of lip products that I regretted buying or that I would let go of if I could get my money back, but I did take out a couple of lipsticks. So we've got some space here to grow. This Natasha Denona is too big to fit in the organizer, which is super annoying. And this one here was really like a lot of overflow products, so I was able to move up some liquid lipsticks here because I took out those others from Kylie and Marc Jacobs. Glosses only have a couple empty spaces right now. Some extra glosses in the side. I have some glosses back here. My lip liners are in the back, so here's a look at it overall, but it didn't change too much. Again, message me if you're interested in anything. If you haven't checked out the other two parts, definitely do. I think those might be a little bit more interesting. I have a lot of stuff in there. I surprised myself. The lip products, I really like knew which ones, like before I even got in the drawer, I already knew. But I did surprise myself with the face and eye products. So I just feel like I'm blabbering at this point. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I would love to know your thoughts on this series, and thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.